Arjun had a wife. She was very talkative, and he was very upset with her excessive talking. Arjun came to know that a wise Zen master had come to the forest, so he decided to take his wife to him. He took her wife along with him and went to the Zen master. He said, "Dear monk, my wife is very talkative. Please make her understand. In spite of my forbidding, his mouth never stops, and she talks too much throughout the day. No matter how much I try to make her understand, to speak less. But she don't listen, and every time there is a fight between us because of her." Monk smiled and said, "Let me explain this to you with the help of a story. There was a student of my guru who was very talkative. He used to talk here and there all the time, and he was never calm. Whenever he goes to collect donations, he would brought a new story from every house, tell it to other students too. He always used to speak ill of others and used to do backbiting too much. And after that he would try to be good in front of others and always try to prove himself to the guru as the most intelligent and best student. He considered himself different and superior to all the students and said that I am a child from a rich family. If I wanted, I could live a comfortable life full of facilities. But I left all that and came here because I want to know and discover myself." One day the guru called all the students and said, "For the next 1 month, you all have to take resolution. This will strengthen your resolution power, and there will be a surge of self-confidence in you. You all can take any resolution as per your capacity. And if anyone among you breaks his resolve before 1 month has passed, then he can come back to their old routine." Then all the students took resolutions as per their power and left from there after telling the guru about their resolutions. But that one student who wanted to distinguish himself from everyone else went straight to the guru's hut. He went and said, "I don't want to take any small or weak resolution. I want to take a bigger resolution. Please tell me what resolution I should take." Hearing this from him, the guru smiled and said, "Will you keep the resolution given by me? Will you be able to complete it? Will it be possible for you to complete it? Maybe not. It would not be possible for you and you will not be able to complete it. So find some resolution by yourself." The student said, "No, Guru. Whatever resolution you will give to me, I will definitely fulfill it." Guru said, "Okay. If so, then you will have to keep quiet for the next 1 month and don't utter a single word. This is your resolution." The student said, "Guru, is this a resolution? It is very easy. Please give me a resolution which is equal to my capability." Guru said, "First of all, just fulfill this resolution." The student accepted the guru's words, and he became silent at that very moment, then turned back and went out of the hut. At first he found it very easy to remain silent. On first day, he somehow managed to remain silent. But from second day, the burden of not speaking in his mind started increasing, and on the third day he started feeling heaviness. And on the fourth day, there was a strange feeling inside him. There was a feeling of uneasiness because all the students around him were talking to each other. He also wanted to talk to them. He wanted to brag and backbite a lot, but he could not do so because of his resolution. A few more days passed and that student fell ill. His head was bursting and he didn't even feel like to eat and drink. He just wanted to speak. He went to the guru and sat in front of him. He wrote down, "I want to speak. I can't breathe without speaking. I am suffocating. I am going crazy inside. What should I do? Should I break my resolution?" Reading this, the guru smiled and said, "Resolutions are not taken to break, but the one who fulfills his resolution gains his inner strength, and the one who increases his inner strength becomes successful in life. It was in your hands to take the resolution as well as to break it." Lots of your class fellows have come back to their daily routine after breaking their resolutions. If you don't have the capability to fulfill the resolution, then you can also come back to your daily routine. But remember that if you are not able to handle this small resolution today, then how will you be able to handle the rest of your life? Now the decision is completely in your hands. These words of Guru hit so hard on his heart. He went back from there without saying anything and locked himself in his hut and used to come out of the hut only for some important work, and for rest of the time he stays inside the hut. 15 days had passed and resolution of most of the students had broken, but his resolution was still not broken. Since taking the resolution till now, he has not uttered a single word. Everyone was surprised that a person who once was so talkative, how can he be so quiet now? After 15 days, he again went to his guru and told him by writing, "Guru, I'm quiet from outside, but from inside there are many voices within me, many screams and complaints. I keep talking internally. My mind asks all kinds of questions. The more quiet I'm from outside, the more noisy I'm from inside. Do I still have resolution?" Guru said, "Yes, you still have resolution. As long as these voices of people keep reaching your ears, your mind will continue to speak because it is its habit. That's why you may remain silent on the outside, but you keep talking on the inside. You must have to stay away from these things, these voices." The student bowed to the guru and went away from there. At morning, he leaves his hut and goes towards the forest. Many days passed. The time for resolution also ends, but the student has not returned yet. Everyone is scared. It was feared that some wild animal might have eaten him. Meanwhile, many efforts were made to find him, but he was nowhere to be found. The guru's brothers assumed that the wild animals must have hunted him, but the guru does not feel that way. One day, another student came, and he said to the guru, "Guru, what would have happened to that brother of ours who talks too much? The animal might have killed him." The guru said that the animals might have killed him, but there could be another reason for his not returning. Perhaps he may have found that for what he has gone. Then the student asked the guru, "Is it too dangerous to talk too much?" Guru said that this is one of the great sorrows of human life. It is because human can never remain silent and always keep saying something or the other. More than half of our suffering is caused by our speaking. None of us want to live silent. We just want to tell the person in front of us whatever is in our mind. We want to take it out and plant it in his mind. We want to make him understand that, "See, you are wrong and I am right." And in this way, this listening and narrating continues throughout life. But in this ignorance, we waste our time, our life, our understanding, and most importantly, those precious moments that can be lived, that can be experienced, that can be enjoyed. We lose all that. But what do we get in return? It's all in vain and gets ruined. The student asked, "Then what is the solution?" The guru said, "Completely observing your thoughts with full awareness is the only way to get rid of all mental problems. Thinking about present, doing one's work with full awareness, brings miraculous changes in life." After getting answers from Guru, the student bowed to him and went away. 3 months had passed since that student has left, but there was no news from him till now. Even all of his class fellow brothers have gave up hope of his return. But one day he returns. But now, he, the one who had gone from here, was not the same. He had come back as something else. There was something amazing inside him. A change could be felt, a strange pause on his face and a look in his eyes. There was peace as soon as he came. All the students surrounded him from all sides, and he also started talking to his class fellows. And all those who talked to him realized that he was no longer as impatient and talkative as before. Every word was coming out of his mouth very clearly and sweetly. After talking to the class fellows for a long time, he went straight towards the guru and touched his feet and said, "Gurudev, am I still silent? Is my resolution still continuing?" The guru looked carefully into the student's eyes for some time and said, "Yes, you are still silent. Not a single word is coming out of your mouth, and your resolution is still going on." The student said, "Gurudev, when I left, I was silent, but there were many voices inside me, many questions in my mind, and they were not shutting down. I went into the forest with the hope that there I would find peace and the chatter will subside. But the more into solitude I go, the louder the voice inside me becomes. Even I started hearing the oldest voices within me. They became louder and louder. It was then when I got to realize that how wrong I was when I used to speak ill of my brothers, class fellows, family, and friends. But at that time, I used to think that I was saying the right thing. Even when I used to backbite against my class fellows and make fun of them, I used to think that I am better than them and I am doing right. But that day, I realized many times how wrong I used to speak. For a long time, these voices and complaints were in my heart. I kept going inside, But slowly and gradually, all these voices came to an end from inside me. I became silent from inside too. There was no one to speak from outside in that dense forest, and there was no sound left inside me. And that day, for the first time, I understood the true meaning of silence. There was a lot of silence all around me, although there were still some sounds that were there before, but I could not hear them even though I could hear all those voices clearly. There was the sound of wind blowing, the sound of birds chirping, and the sound of flowing water. I heard all the sounds with full awareness for the first time. I felt so much peace all around me. I had never felt this before, so to break this peace, I opened my mouth for the first time. I screamed, "Oh God, what kind of peace is this? Why is everything so quiet? What happened?" But even after my shouting, the peace was not disturbed. Everything was calm from outside as well as inside, O Gurudev. I talked to my clash fellow brothers. I talked to you. I'm speaking. I'm walking, I'm seeing everything. But I'm completely alone within myself. I'm in silence. Even when I am in a crowd, I am alone inside. I am alone, even when I want to make noise. I am alone. Now everything is visible. Everything is heard. The Guru said, as long as we will keep talking outside with others, there will be unrest within. But the day we turn inwards, then no matter what comes out of our mouth, we will remain calm. All the evils in the world mostly arises from our speaking, because we don't want to remain silent. We talk more than necessary. We don't want to listen to the other person. We just want to make him stop from speaking. We just want to make him understand that, look, who I am. What can I do? And this becomes the purpose of our life, and our whole energy is wasted in useless words. In this way, peoples living in a society are surrounded with sorrows and griefs, who are always busy in speaking, but they don't want to listen. They don't want to understand, and they have never learned to remain silent, because staying silent makes them feel small. Our speaking is the cause of all the wars in the world. Therefore, we should speak only as much as is necessary, because useless speaking destroys our energy and never allows us to return within ourselves. It pulls us outwards, and what is there outside other than this world? But if you want to turn towards your inner world, then keep this mouth shut. That is why all the Buddhas who became enlightened, they ran towards solitude, so that they do not have to speak much and do not have to listen much. They remain alone and quiet and remain calm. But if one wants to live quiet and calm in this world, he can live. But for this, he will have to save his energy, which he is wasting in useless words. The moral of the story is that useless speaking is waste of energy. Excessive speaking does not allow us to return inwards because it turns us outwards. And those who want to travel inside should keep their mouths shut. I hope you liked this story and learned a lot. You can tell us your thoughts about the story by commenting in the comment box below. If you like this story, then do like this video. And if you want to listen such more stories, then you can hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any upcoming video of us. We'll see you again in the next one.